Hello, welcome. My name is Jonathan. Today we're going to be talking about the Netherlands. It's a wonderful country and it's very large considering it is below sea level, measuring approximately 41.54 kilometers squared and being one of the major tomato exporters and wonderful nation with a strong economy. It's amazing how little the housing situation in the nation has changed. Problems keep arising left and right and never seem to end. Hello and welcome to this video, during which we will talk about the Dutch housing crisis today. Concerns have been raised about the Dutch housing market for a while now, only getting bigger and bigger over time. In this video, we'll take a look at the causes of. In the heart of the Netherlands, located around the cities of Amsterdam, within the Greenhart Plain meadows and farmlands are located within. Having 294,000 acres of land with a population steadily increasing, this is becoming less space for occupants. The Netherlands has a growing population, but the housing market hasn't kept up with the demand. Although the government has said to increase the number of homes by 2024, it seems very unlikely to reach this goal. Overall, this leads to a shortage of affordable housing, particularly in the cities. Within the graph here, within the map shown here, we see that within the heart of the Netherlands is within the green area within the Netherlands, as we can see, where it begins in North Holland towards the side of the North Sea, but down to South Holland towards the border where purple meets green. This is where we'll see the heart of the Netherlands. The cost of living. A reason this can be that interest rates have been going down, causing prices to go up. With tax incentives and people overall being generous, housing prices have skyrocketed. One of the major parties affected by this crisis are college students themselves. With an increase of students entering university, room for living has become less. One solution could be to live with parents. International students that make up 50% have limited housing. Although the government has issued construction for 60,000 more homes for the near future, this is especially problematic for first-time buyers for those with low incomes. As a result, people are forced to live in substantial housing, undesirable areas such as tents issued by the government. The following video contains information on a stakeholder's perspective. Hello. Today, we're going to be interviewing one of the stakeholders present during this housing crisis taking place. Today we have Jocelyn on the stage. For our first question, can you describe the current housing crisis situation you are facing in the Netherlands?
Yeah, thank you for welcoming me. There has been a shortage of being able to buy a house. This has made it very difficult for me and the community.
For our second question, how has the housing crisis personally affected you and your family?
It has affected us because it's hard to find an affordable place.
Thank you. And for our third question, what specific challenges have you encountered in finding affordable and suitable housing?
Rent has been making it very difficult.
I see. And for our last question, are there any specific areas or regions in the Netherlands that are more severely affected by the housing crisis?
Yes, people in Amsterdam have it way harder than we do, due to limited space.
All right, that will be all for today. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
The natural beauty of the Netherlands. The Netherlands government has always tried to preserve the natural beauty of its own country and leaving space for nature. The priority of the government has always been nature and its agriculture. With the effort of this action and also having to maintain the sea levels, which the Dutch have done an amazing job at, the cost to maintain and keep these rises. The Dutch already have a lot on their plate, which include of the housing crisis and spending more of the money. It seems with these problems that it will take a very long time to resolve, and it may not happen as soon as people want it to. This leading to possibly more problems in the future or less people having to move into the Netherlands because of this, because they're having less housing within and having less people to move in and having less tourist attraction, and just overall may not boost the economy, who knows, but we will see in the foresee future when it comes to this. The plan for the future. The government is aware of the problem and has implemented several measures to address the housing crisis. One of the initiatives is the construction of more houses. The government aims to build at least 900,000 new homes in the next 7 years with a focus on affordable housing, dropping down to a 50% reduction for new homes. An example of affordable housing is micro apartments, having less space with an apartment for one or two people max. One of the ways to sustain living with the Netherlands its major cities. This will help to relieve the shortage of housing and make homes more accessible to everyone. Micro apartments in themselves allows for two people, obviously as stated, one to two people to live together in a small apartment-based thing. And consider it living in a tiny apartment, as you've seen, maybe probably in one of those in social media, these tiny apartments that people would live in New York. It's somewhere in that similar area, that ballpark, in which we would see these type of housing. But it allows for affordableness, and which allows for people to live there and attend college if necessary, or any university that they may attend to. Social housing. Another solution is to increase the availability of social housing. Social housing is meant for people with low incomes, and the government subsidizes the rent. This type of housing is high demand, and the waiting lists are long. However, by investing into social housing, the government can provide affordable homes for those who need it the most. This is almost the exact same as micro apartments or micro housing. It it provides the same benefits as it. It probably has less or more than what it is giving in terms of space, but on the basis of it, it's normally the same, and it's not really that much of a difference, and it just allows for more affordable housing, and it makes it overall better for people to live there. In conclusion, the housing crisis in the Netherlands is a complex issue that requires a multifaceted solution. The government's effort to build more homes and increase social housing availability are steps in the right direction. However, more needs to be done to address the issue of affordability. By working together, we can ensure that everyone in the Netherlands has